Hello, my name is Miriam Luis, and this is my informative speech for Communications 101 at CSN. And here are the members of my audience, 1 and 2. And today's speech is it's an informative speech, and it's about teen pregnancy. Teen pregnancy can affect the young parent in many ways, and significantly, the effect shows in their education, their financial status, and relationships with friends and family. Teen pregnancy affects graduation rates, and research shows that 30% of teenage girls who have dropped out of high school cite pregnancy and parenthood as a key reason. A study that was done by the National Conference of State Legislature determined that teens who have children are less likely to get a high school diploma or go to college. It's a difficult task to become a parent, and as a teenage, it becomes even more difficult, and it affects their school and their education, because after school activities such as clubs, sports, or any other extracurricular activity is almost impossible to be in, because they do have the responsibility of taking care of their child. And I myself, as my personal experience as a teenage parent, I had my son at the age of 16, and I attended school my entire pregnancy. But once my son was born, that became a little more challenging. And ultimately I had to decide either to continue school or continue working. And since my education in school didn't show a instant gratification, I opted out to drop out of school and work to provide for my son. So my mom was a little upset, and that kind of changed our relationship in a way. And that's how teen pregnancy affects relationships with parents, because parents feel some type of guilt and remorse of what could they have done differently to avoid this, or what is it that they did wrong as a parent. And it also puts the other siblings in the household on the spot, I would say, because now parents either have lowered their expectations of those younger siblings or have higher expectations of them, and that creates animosity between siblings. And another way that teen pregnancy affects a relationship is with their friends, their teen friends, because now they're not the normal teen, they're not the average teen, they have a child to care for. And another reason is parents don't feel comfortable with their kids hanging around young teenage parents. They might see them as a bad influence or a bad friendship. And mostly, I feel, and research shows that one of the problems is the financial burden on the young parent. And that's the one that has the most significant weight, their finances. Of course, a teenager is not going to have a source of income. They're not prepared to be a parent or can provide for the teen. And according to the Census Bureau, 60% of teen moms nationwide receive public health benefits in the first 3 years of their life as a parent. And such benefits include Medicaid, TANF, housing, and other services such as WIC that help them provide for their children. And 10 out of 10% of those mothers are single mothers and don't have a male parent who can provide for their child. And also, those economic consequences of dropping out of high school contribute to a cycle of economic generation for future generations, meaning that their children are more prone to be teenage parents themselves and drop out of high school. So ultimately, being educated in the effects of teen pregnancy and how not only it affects the teen itself, but the parents, the siblings, friends, is very important, and it could possibly make a difference in homes and families. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and now I'm gonna show you my members of the audience.